Welcome to another episode of Blended Views Unfiltered, where we talk life, love, and business. This is DeAndre.
This is Nick.
Hello, Booze. It's me.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great.
What was the most exciting thing about your weekend?
Getting my shift canceled because we didn't have any power.
That's it?
Yes.
And then going bowling
Yeah.
and not inviting anybody. You be real slow on the invites. You know that? Whenever it got anything to do with you.
I'm sorry. Are you fast on them?
Yeah.
What's the last time I got invited to something?
I haven't done anything.
You're a liar.
I haven't.
You purchased a new place to live. You had the audacity
I didn't purchase
to have a gathering there.
I didn't purchase anywhere to live.
Did you have a
Still
gathering
live in my
there?
same place.
No, you don't.
I do.
All right, whatever. Did you have a gathering there?
Where? I didn't.
Are you lying?
No, I didn't.
What you call it?
When did I have a gathering?
At your place of residence.
See, what I had told
Don't
you.
cross your leg and talk to me.
What I told you about was actually, that didn't happen. So
Did you have a gathering at your place of residence?
Not what you're referring to. Absolutely not.
Okay, what about what I'm not referring to? Did you have a gathering at your place of residence?
A quick one, yes.
Did you invite me?
You were at work.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
No, you don't.
You were
You
at
also
work until
thought that I was at
11:30.
work on Saturday.
No, you were out bowling.
Yeah, but you didn't know that I didn't have to work until I called and told you that. I thought you would have been at work, and you were out in Cleveland frolicking around. Did you invite me there?
I did invite you technically. I did. And you had on all black. You could have came. We could have matched. That's your fault you ain't come. You decided to go bowling instead.
Well, I don't get any of these invites. I'm just a
Go to hell.
Well, where I was at, you did.
I don't get none of these invites.
You don't invite Nick nowhere either.
Nick does. First
I don't
off,
get invites.
what? I don't go anywhere to invite anyone anything.
Joker, you've been somewhere for the last month.
It's giving lie.
Every weekend.
It's giving lie.
Every weekend.
Lie.
There was video
I was
evidence
at
of
work
it.
last weekend.
What did you do after work?
Went to bed. I didn't get off work till 12:30 Saturday. Next. Thank you.
But she did go bowling.
She did.
Yes, I did. I didn't deny that.
I love bowling.
I can't tell.
How?
You don't bowl often.
I was in a bowling league.
Do you
He got his
still?
own ball.
I got 4 of them.
All right. So
I have my own shoes.
why haven't you been bowling?
I do. I just don't post it.
Why don't you invite me to bowling?
It just be by myself.
Oh, so you just like to bowl alone?
Who
Who do you play against?
Myself. You got to beat your score last time. That's how life is. You know, we just got to be better than ourselves. I don't like to compete with anybody else. I just compete with myself. I just try to beat myself. Like beat myself.
Piss off. How was your weekend on the gatherings and the event that you attended and didn't invite us to?
It was good. It was really nice.
He may have been invited.
It was really nice. It was a nice
A friend of ours, he just opened up his salon suite.
Yeah, grand opening. It was real dope. Good vibes. It's pretty nice.
That's
Went
beautiful.
to a baby shower.
You went to a what?
A baby shower.
He went to the end of a baby shower. Literally was in the middle of cleaning up. Everything's packed up.
Sile told me it started at the wrong time.
Are you lying?
So that's the time that I showed up.
Are you lying?
You said it was going to be there all day.
Are you?
Did you
I?
not?
Are you lying?
Did you not say that?
No, I didn't. I said she had the hall all day.
I was actually invited
But
to
you,
that one.
but you also said that it was going to be going on all night.
No, I didn't. Who has a baby shower all
You
night?
did say that.
I didn't say that.
All right.
Either way,
I'm gonna
if a
start recording
baby
these
shower
phone
starts
calls.
at 2, even if it's not a baby shower, something starts at 2. He showed up at 5, probably later than 5. What did you like?
Now, what did I tell you though when I told you? I said I'm not going to make it at 2:00.
You couldn't have did.
Because, no, I could have made it at 2, but I would have had to leave by 2:30, so it wasn't no point. So
Why
I
didn't
said
you
I was
come
gonna
at?
come on because I had to do some work.
Why didn't you come at 3?
I was still doing that work.
You was doing work for 3 hours.
About
At that point, you should have
Well,
just
he
said
said
your damn
He
regrets.
said 2:30. He said he had to leave at 2:30.
Yeah, I would have had to leave there at 2:30 to get there about 2:45.
He was doing something at 2. He didn't show up till 5. He said he was doing work. So he was doing work for 3 hours.
Yeah, I was. Somebody got to pay the bills, you know. Anyways, has everyone recuperated from the storms we've had over the course of the last week? Mother Nature has dealt us a hand, and she said, since there's going to be no snow, I'm gonna bless y'all with some of this crazy wind and some trees, some destruction. I hate to make light. If anybody, hopefully nobody. Was there any deaths around here?
I didn't hear about
Let's
it.
not even talk about that. Mother Nature, have y'all recouped? Did it affect y'all at all?
Yeah, my power went out for like an hour. I don't know about last weekend because I was at work.
Only thing went out of mine was the Wi-Fi.
My
I
power
understand
went
how
out.
my Wi-Fi just went out. Like, I would have thought it was everything or nothing.
You just didn't pay the bill. That's all.
Yeah, we had to get caught up.
It's all right.
No, that bill, I need that Wi-Fi.
My power went out, came back on, and went out again. So I took a nap and
whole
then
building
came
went
back
out?
on.
Sheesh.
I can tell you this. That just, if people ain't getting themselves together financially,
Yeah.
having a little pot set aside, man, I mean, God is showing us left and right that we need to be ready for whatever's approaching.
You need to start working more with your family too. That way, y'all have an emergency procedure set in place just in case something happened. Everybody can.
Person doesn't have any family.
Hmm?
Or if someone doesn't have any family.
And hopefully, they have some friends in which
Some type
they
of
can,
community that
yeah,
can get together,
right.
be a part of something.
A community that will answer the phone, and not go on social media and see them gathered anywhere with no invite.
Yeah.
In a time of need.
You wasn't in a time of need, and
How do you know?
you didn't call me, so I didn't
Text,
have an option to not
invite,
answer the phone.
Just let people know, hey, this is where we at. Anyways, you need to get your life together, Sile. get it together. So we're here talking about something like being by myself, but you out with everybody.
I wasn't out with
What do
everybody.
you guys do? Okay, so what happens when you have not yet reached the peak of where you think you should be at in life?
What do you mean?
Like when you haven't reached the peak, like the pinnacle of like, this is, of course we always say of where we should be and where we could be at in life. But what happens when like, and I hate to even say like what's going on around us when we see people kind of like moving and shaking. Granted, it's a highlight reel someplace, but like even like where we think we should be at, like the peak, when we haven't reached our peak yet, like does that affect how we move on a day-to-day basis? When we haven't yet reached it. It could be within arm's reach or it could be a distance away. We don't know, but like, how does that affect how we move and operate every day?
I think it can affect on a day-to-day basis. I think there's like two sides of it. I think some people can have the mindset of like, oh, I'm still working towards it. I'm doing this, that, and the third to get to where I want to be or where I think I should be. And then there's another mindset of like, well, I'm not there yet. And once I get there, then I'll get my act together. But until then, I'm about to fuck shit up. So, yeah.
I think you should absolutely think that if you feel like you're not moving in the direction that you need to, it definitely should change the way you move on an everyday basis. For me, I actually just had this conversation with myself not too long ago. I try to see what I got to do and see what's, because a lot of times for me, I got, big goals, aspirations and stuff like that. And then I kind of don't know what to do and hence drag my feet. And it's just like, man, if you can just make a step forward the right direction every day and just be 1% better every day, man, sooner or later you're going to get there. So I would just say, just try to get moving, do something to move yourself in the direction that you feel your life need to go. Even if that's as simple as waking up and making the bed in the morning to give you that dopamine hit. Tomorrow, do something. Just keep adding on to that plate sooner or later. But I don't know. I don't like to think of it as a peak, I don't, because that's when people hit a destination and then it's like, what else to do?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, honestly. But to answer your question, I think you should absolutely change your everyday movement if you don't feel like you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah. Even when we reached it, so if we got mountains, right?
Yeah.
So there's always a higher mountain that we could climb. Yeah. So when we reach the top of one, it's kind of like you celebrate it. And then you got another one that you got to look forward to climbing up. So like, where are you at right now?
What do you mean?
with where you want to be at? Are you where you want to be at?
No.
Why? Well, is it because of you, or is it because of maybe life circumstances?
I think it's partial, a little bit of both. I think one of my biggest things is I would actually like to relocate, but due to like a life circumstance, I'm still here because I'm staying for like a specific person due to a life circumstance that I wouldn't even feel like comfortable at all leaving. Yeah.
So in the meantime, what are you going to do? I mean, as far as the relocation, because you said, okay, well, what does relocating do? That's actually a good topic. I was talking about this earlier today because, you know, the whole let me move to Atlanta or.
That bad boy was listening to
What
us.
is this? Unplug that thing.
Why is it I didn't even start talking.
You know, we apologize. AI in this world that we live in, they just listening to our conversation, you know. Go ahead and continue. We're talking about relocation.
Yeah.
You know, don't mind that.
Everybody talking about relocating to Atlanta, Florida, wherever, anywhere, right? And like, fresh start, whatever. What does relocating actually do?
I don't know. I've never relocated, but I would hope that it would, you know, like a fresh start or kind of like push you out of your comfort zone.
Would you relocate with a plan, or you would just go and see what happens?
I would definitely have a plan.
You relocate without a plan, it definitely put you in a bad place.
Yeah.
No, I would relocate with a plan. And I don't even think all the time it puts you in a bad place. Like, I have a friend and I like admire her spontaneity because like she literally one day was like, you know what, like I'm literally sick of being here. But it pushed her to get her stuff together because while she was here, like she didn't have her stuff together. Like she wasn't doing so well at that point in time. And then she left and has been, you know, better than she ever was when she was here. So it kind of like pushed her to get on top of her stuff because she didn't have like, I don't want to say like a crutch or, you know, any like, it was like a do or die type thing. Like,
well, I'm her sugar daddy, so she could do that.
Okay. Anywho, but yeah, like I've always admired that about her. So I think it's like all about what you do with it. Yes, I think that you should have a plan, but everybody doesn't operate plan based because she's never been like a plan type of person, and it for her always works out. So I don't know, like me, I wouldn't be able to do that, which is why I admire it so much with her because it always seems to work. Like I would have to, okay, I need to be doing this. I need to have this amount of money, this, that, and the third. So that wouldn't work for me, but it seems to work for her. But I would definitely try to have a plan. I don't know. I feel like everybody should at least relocate at least like once, whether you come back or not. But especially if you are like, you're in the same place that you always was and your whole comfort zone is here. Like, what would you be without that? Or what are you standing just alone on your 2 feet somewhere where nobody knows your name?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of want that experience. And who's to say I wouldn't come back, but I at least want to experience like just me somewhere else where nobody knows who I am. Yeah. And then what do you do with that? But I'm literally like the only reason why I like haven't made a move on that is because my grandma. So like I would never even feel comfortable leaving knowing that, you know, she's still here in the state that she is. So
it's funny that y'all say that. Yeah. You know, Shamar has always been on me. Even she always wanted to move. It was like never her plan to be here. And traveling a little bit lately, I've been tossing it around.
Seriously, and then especially once you see other places.
When you go somewhere, like I just, you know, we had made a trip to Chicago, and it is seeing different environments, different type of people, the way people move and stuff. It kind of makes you like, man, am I living in this box? Am I a tree that's trying to grow in a house? Mm-hmm. I kind of look at it. It's like, but then at the same time, like you said, I do look up and, you know, I look up to people that can just move like, you know, out of the blue because I would have to make a plan. And maybe that's what dragged my feet a little bit, trying to be too, you know, strategic. But sometimes I would have to make a plan so I don't move somewhere and put myself in a bad position. But I do think that if you are stuck in a place and you are crippled by the lifestyle that we live in, because not unfortunately, because this can be a good thing or a bad thing. We do live in a relatively cheaper housing market, which could be a good thing or bad thing because a lot of people come up in this market. Right. I've met a lot of people that's, moved in from Florida, California, and stuff, and come here, and they say, man, $100,000, I can get me a nice house, which I was living in some little apartment in California or something like that, or New York or something like that. But if you feel like you're being held down and you feel like you want to, like you said, fresh start, or maybe try to spread your wings or something, it might be a good idea. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend, if you are struggling in a low market area, to think you're going to do better moving where it's 5 times as much living somewhere else.
Yeah, unless you get some connections.
Unless you have some connections, because all you're going to do is put yourself in more debt. You can't make it here.
Listen, would you ever live in 2 places at one time?
Huh?
Either one of y'all live in 2 places, especially you because you're single. Would you ever live in 2 places, like start establishing roots somewhere else, but like still have like a place here? Because of your grandma, because you don't really want to like fully relocate. Would you do it like the dual type joint?
I would. If I can afford it.
Yeah, if I could afford something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I know a few people, this gentleman actually got to run the church I've been going to. He lives in Atlanta, lives in Florida. So he go do business in Atlanta. He live in Florida, so he kind of always bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's possible. I see a lot of people that do it. Just depend on, how long that bag stretch.
But do you really need the bag? Because look, I believe like if you have people over the bag, I think the people will get you a lot further than the bag will.
I would say resources, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, MCTA always taught us like it's not about like what you know or anything. It's like who you know.
Yeah.
So I always think that like, and then what's the guy Tone Robinson that came?
Yeah.
Like relationships and stuff that you have and build with people.
Tony
I
Robbins
think that.
came where?
Here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't here.
He wasn't
Oh,
here.
he wasn't here. Maybe that's when he was in Chicago. Was that?
Did you say Tony Robbins?
Oh no, not Robbins.
I said
Robinson.
I said Robinson.
I thought she said Tony Robbins.
Who was Tony Robbins?
Oh, that's a motivational speaker.
Oh, he one of the goats.
Yeah, no, not him.
No.
You ever seen
Anywho.
Shallow Hal?
Yeah, with Jack Black.
The dude that put the spell on him.
I'd have to watch it again. Anyway, the heck.
I'm sorry. I thought she said Tony Robbins. I said, hold on now.
Yeah, I think relationships and stuff would definitely play a part in that, and play a nice little role.
All right. So what does your network look like then?
Here, other places.
Just in general.
I think I know.
Would you say that your network? Would you say that the network that you have in the time of need would be resourceful or non-resourceful? Resourceful.
I always like feel like when people need me, like I'm there, but I always feel like the second that I need somebody, like, oh, but it just be like, cause it's like, it's you want it when you want it, but ultimately people do show up for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have a pretty good network of people. Like if I need it, is that what you're asking? Like if I needed something?
Yeah, like if you needed, whether it was like help relocating or help, whether it be help either finding a job, starting a business, getting in the right room to meet somebody to partner with. So it doesn't necessarily have to be them, but maybe through their network, they can put you in touch with somebody else, especially going to like a different city, different state or whatever. Like, is it resourceful is it beneficial to your well-being, to your way of life or way of living, or is it beneficial to where you're trying to go?
Yeah, I think I have a few good resources that could help with something like that. Actually, I definitely do.
Have you pulled on them before?
No, because I would like to pull on something like that when I'm like ready to go.
When are you ready though?
Well, not yet because I'm still here.
But I'm saying, like, if you never given it thought to live in 2 different places, though, right? But what if you could get something cracking, like money wise, in a different place? Doesn't really require your presence all the time.
Are you saying like would I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you should flirt with that opportunity to see if there's an opportunity.
I never thought about that. Especially never thought about living in 2 places at one time. Till you brought that up.
What about you, Dak?
I would say I got a decent network. Yeah, if I ever needed some resource to pull on, try to manage. I try to manage my acts a lot, so that when I do need something, it'll be. But I also try to be there for other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my things. If I can't, I try to always be there for people if they need me, so that when the time do come, if I have to, like you said, pull on them resources, it's like you don't have to question it, So it's like if I could be there to give a hand to people, but often times, like Sio said, I feel like I am there more for people than they are for me.
Yeah.
That makes you think about your
Yeah.
definitely make you think about your circle, and is that a good resource?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it do. Because a lot of times, even when you in need, and if you do happen to ask, sometimes that action behind that ain't moving as fast as you would.
Yeah.
That's what stinks.
Yeah. I learned that, man, and I don't want to be selfish about things, but I had to pull back of me doing a lot of stuff for certain people. Because it's like when it come time when you need that same action, or like you said, performing a ask in a at least a cheerful action. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't much of me asking for you to do something if it's gonna be returned with a negative attitude
Yeah.
about it. Like I ain't been there for you. Or it's
Mm-hmm.
like you have, but doing something for me
Yeah.
that I gave you 100% of my effort for you. So it's like, I don't know. I always try to be that person that I need.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my network, I've been kind of investing into my network a little bit more lately. But I think my network is okay. Definitely needs work on it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to expand that.
I think what kind of helped me like not get like I guess like so upset, or not even like so upset, but like not upset at all if like I feel like there was a time that I needed a person or a specific person and they weren't there, is because like I used to always expect me out of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you have to stop doing that. Like you're gonna be disappointed every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just like all right, it doesn't like I don't even get mad.
I think
Like
that's
I'm expecting me out of
issue.
you and you're not me.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. I think that's my issue, is that you do expect to like the level of effort that you will put into somebody else. And you're right. A lot of times that's why your expectations would typically results in your disappointment. So it's like if you fix that expectation, you'll be less disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're right.
So we're in April. Yeah, April 2023. When is the last time that any of us, this for me too, when is the last time that we've sat down with any of our networks and actually planned something? Because right now, as you all, some people may know, some people may not, with how the value of the US dollar is disappearing quick, right? And then you got the whole BRICS joint, which we're not talking about drugs.
Oh.
We established this before we started recording.
I thought we were.
BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and then there's more countries trying to join that alliance with how they're coming up with their, it's one of the fastest growing currencies right now. And with all this stuff going on and with AI, the whole joint, y'all been following the joint with AI too? Not Allen. I knew you was going to say that. Not Allen Iverson.
I use AI on a daily basis now.
I thought you were talking about
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah, this stuff is scary now.
This Joker go whisper it. Allen Iverson.
Oh my goodness.
Is that not who we were talking about? Wrong
No,
AI. Okay.
no. So it's been around forever, and there's been more and more, like growing more and more. But now it's like this joint is about to take over.
I use it on a daily basis.
Listen, and it's one of those type deals where like, cause y'all peep out the new way that people are paying for stuff now with the palm of your hand.
That scares me.
Yeah, people. So you can already pay for stuff with the palm of your hand.
I ain't put nothing on
With the
my
chip
hand.
in your, whether you got a chip or you can, it's multiple different ways that they're utilizing the AI. And then as far as like in restaurants already in certain parts of the country, even this country, what that's taken over. So it's like, how we sat down with our networks and strategized, came up with a plan on how, because literally one of the only ways to literally combat what's about to happen is when we've joked about group economics and all that, but like doing things as groups. So
Is this your way to try to sucker us back into polygamy?
It is not.
Oh, that's what it was sounding like. Carry on.
No, it is not. It's more so families, like, you know, you in a network, you know what I mean? Let's say if you got 10 people on your network, that's 10 different families that could be coming together and creating something to make some stuff shake, because, you know, once it's hit the fan, we gonna need each other and each other's resources in order to survive, because this class thing is about to be non-existent. You know what I mean? That in between is about to be gone. So like this whole, especially in the black community, this whole I do it all by myself type deal, we got to shake that like fast for it to be a wrap. Yeah. But I mean, if you're down for polygamy.
Freaking please.
No, but have we sat down with any of our networks this year and strategized, planned something, got anything together?
I have not.
No, I haven't. I think the problem is also, it's like some people don't believe that this wave is coming. And that's the problem, is like, number one, you got to convince them that, listen, the way of living soon, we don't know when.
Yeah.
Whether it's a year, 2 years, even 5 years, the way that we know it is going to be, like you said, if the classes is gone, man, that's going to put people in desperate situations. Mm-hmm. And desperate people do desperate things in desperate times that I don't want to be a part of. Mm-hmm. But I think that a large majority of people always think this stuff is conspiracy, and it's like they don't think about it and prepare for it. And them is the people that the wave come in, and you're not prepared, and you getting wiped out. Yeah. So I think that, number one, we do need to be more up to date on what's going on in the economy. Prepare yourself, whether it's resources and whatever you need, because it's like, and like you said, I mean to ramble, but like you said, get together with your people and create a plan that if something happened, how can we get together and survive? This stuff is definitely, it's coming. Let's put it like that. It's coming.
Yeah, like Deion Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Colorado. It's coming. What is this nonsense?
I got thirsty.
Serious conversation here. You need to get it together, Sio.
I was wetting my whistle.
So now that brings us to even another piece with like even coming into talking to our networks. What kind of value are we bringing?
That's a good question.
What are we bringing to the table?
I can fish.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing. But
I seen a video. This dude had just a string in a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah,
I have to show you.
Had to be a country cat then.
Yeah, he was Anglo-Saxon. Yeah. No, but we need to figure out, man, some intrinsic values that we could bring. Yeah. So that we all can survive.
No, I didn't know where he was going with him trying to put together that word, and you know it always makes me nervous.
I did all right then.
You did it all by yourself.
I've been working.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. She's my speech coach. You know, I had speech when I was younger.
That's all right.
My grandma, she, rest her soul, used to remind me.
She put you on Hooked on Phonics?
No, she just always tell me by the time I walked in and said, Grandma, they put me in speech. It was bad when I was younger.
Oh, they put you in peach class.
Yeah, she thought I was with a lot of white people.
That's what I call them. Yeah. Peach people.
That's what my grandma used to call them. I said, no, speech. They got me together. Still working though.
It's all right.
It's that. What kind of value you bringing to the table?
I'm a team player.
What?
Don't say that out loud.
You're gonna need team players. You're gonna need team players.
You better break that down a little better. Right. Some people.
You're the only one being a perv.
No, you over here talking frowning at polygamy, but you want to be a team player.
Every man on this podcast listen to me. That's listening.
What's happening?
I'm helping you out.
I'm a team player.
I got first dibs.
I can please go to hell. Expeditiously go there. Yeah. What do you have?
Joker, that's it? What does it mean? All right,
I'll jot down some other stuff.
What is a team player? What does that entail?
I can clean up. What else do we want to? He's fishing. What are you doing? You the muscle behind everything? I'll watch the kids. What you want from me?
They can watch themselves.
We gonna have to cook her up and eat her.
Yeah.
She gonna be the one food going down. Man, we gotta turn into
Spit it on the spit.
That's what I'm saying. We gonna be like, hey, you gotta take one for the team.
Who are you bringing?
You got to come better to that.
No, I don't. You asked what I had. What are you bringing?
Resources.
What? He's fishing. I'm team playing.
Actually, let me be honest with you. Let's just pray to God we don't get that bad. If
Oh,
I'm out fishing.
You're
We
fishing.
hungry. And I don't want that pressure on me.
How fast is it going to take for you to fish?
Yeah, it depends on where I'm fishing. If they biting, I'd have
So
been out all day.
we
to
may
catch
or may not eat.
I'd have been out all day and caught a couple.
What are you doing?
I'm just
You building our house?
I'm overseeing. I'm project manager.
The hell are you managing?
The flock.
What? Oh my God. So pretty much you're doing nothing. We can manage
Nah.
ourselves.
Clearly not. Team player.
What do you mean?
No, I build houses. I know how to do that.
You build a house?
Yeah.
When the last house you built?
When? About 2008.
How you build it?
2000, with my hands.
What you build it with?
Tools.
You built it from the ground up.
Yeah, actually.
I
I can
don't-
take you to them.
What type of house is it?
Some villas.
Nope, that's not what. Is it like a brick house?
Oh, yeah. Brick. We did homes with siding.
All right, so you know how to build us a hut. What else can you do?
I believe that's enough. It's going to be a lot of y'all, right?
Is it going to be like a steady hut or, a sturdy hut or like,
Do foundation and all.
now do you need help with this or are you
Preferably, yes.
see,
I mean,
team
it's not
player.
just going to be us three.
See, team player
Are
coming
you
in to
help
help.
build?
See that? You see that?
Okay.
You going to need help fishing? Team player.
I think we're gonna have a role for the women. Well, how are we gonna live in this new world with some people being women, some people being? Like, that's the problem.
We don't have any of those in our hut.
Any of those. What I'm saying is this: the day and age that we living in, there's a lot of flip flopping.
It is. What does that have to do with anything?
Because what if we say, okay, the men is gonna do this, the women gonna do this,
Whatever they feel like
the
being
way
that
you
day,
do
they
this.
they fall into their role.
But what if we need some recreation going?
Why do
on?
we need to be reproducing? We do not need to be reproducing
I'm thinking
during
way
this
down the
time.
line, like a apocalyptic time.
No, we don't need to be reproducing.
What
Once
if
we're
we
wiped
did-
out, we're done.
But what if we did and we got Buck that's in the middle of transition and we say, listen, we gonna need that womb.
Well, Buck's not an option. Use another womb.
we going to need that womb.
Buck
gonna
wants to
need-
be Buck that day, not Brittany. We can't,
But listen, I can't listen. If Buck ain't got the muscles like a real Buck, because you used to be Brittany, and then I need you to help me carry this big old buck, this deer that we just killed, and you talking about
We got Mr. House Builder over
He
here.
building
I'm building.
houses. We can't be building hunting. That's gonna be a.
Well, I'll help you. Team player. Silence. You see that?
You know what? She is right. We can't have them in the camp.
Yeah, B.
You either when you come into the camp, what are you? And there's two answers.
Maybe they identify as a cat.
No,
You
stop.
got two answers.
Quit that.
Whoa.
No. Let a cat be a cat. A dog be a dog. Okay?
Exactly.
We ain't.
And a him being him and a her being her.
What?
They can get the hell out of here with that. Titanic.
I think we'll do just fine.
Yeah.
We had an assignment like this in school. We at the first day. It wasn't the first day of class. The dude literally said, "Listen, if all else, the whole world was gone, and the world depended on the people in this room to start everything back up, what are we doing?" And the answers that we got was crazy. All the dudes start off with reproduce.
Why? But why would you want to reproduce during a time like
That's
that?
how you get the real help.
Yeah, we got to keep this legacy going.
Why? We're in the middle of something tragic. Why do we want kids?
So we can keep it going.
Yeah,
we got to keep.
we
We
gotta
got to
raise them up for such
we
a
gotta
time
raise
as
them
this.
up.
No.
What if something happened to one of us?
Then we're done. We're done.
You ain't much of a team player.
No, not at all.
I see you ain't much of a team player as you think you is.
Right. Because we don't need that womb.
Whose womb? You better use your damn womb.
You say you a team player. You just want to participate in what you want to participate.
Right. That ain't how this go.
Yeah.
You got to step in when there's need.
A team player means that you come to the table and say, I will do what's needed. You look at any team in America.
Helping you fish is needed and helping you build a house.
And when
you're the only one that has a womb here.
Yeah. Are we just talking about us three?
No, I mean, let's just say we got 10 more people in there. The women, y'all going to have to raise the kids.
Well, that day I'd like to identify as a buck. So leave that to the Britneys and use their wombs.
See, you got to be a team player.
I am being a team player.
No, you being your team player.
Right.
I am helping build a house.
Dennis Rodman say, you know what? I identify as a shooter. I ain't being a rebounder. The Bulls, as we know it, wouldn't be there.
Right.
Whatever you're talking about has nothing to do with what I said.
What sports do you watch?
None.
Then how the hell you know what a team player is? If you don't even watch sports.
I used to watch basketball.
What team did you used to like?
The Pistons.
Perfect. So how do you not know Rodman?
Perfect.
I didn't say I didn't know him.
What year Pistons? You talking about the Bad Boy Pistons, or we talking
no,
about
after
Chauncey Billups?
Yes, Rasheed Wallace, Wallace, Tayshaun. I had a Tayshaun Prince jersey.
So what if
Richard Hamilton? I'm not
what
done.
If Ben Wallace said, you know what? I don't want to rebound today. I don't want to play defense. You know what? I want to shoot. Chauncey Billups, get out of here. You go rebound, and I'm gonna shoot. How would the team, that dynasty, would have went?
I'm trying to figure out, why do I have to be the only one using my wound over here?
You're not the only one. That's not
why do Ben Wallace got to be the only one rebounding? Because he made for it. He was physically built to rebound, and Chauncey Billups ain't tall enough. Women, you know what a woman is?
Womb man.
They miss that part. Womb man.
He ain't lying.
That's a team player. If I had a womb, I'll do it, but I just don't. Now,
so what do you say? I mean,
what?
You go loan out the womb? I'm telling you, it's gonna be enough baby batter to go around.
Ew, baby batter. Ew. You know, I'm just gonna go join somebody else's camp.
And they're gonna be telling you the same thing.
I don't want to be a part of this one no more.
It's like, no, we're just joking about it, but
yeah,
we do need to get our networks together and figure out a plan.
Yeah,
and it's not joking like that, but bringing together resources and all jokes aside, people do need to figure out how to garden, how to actually, live off less means. That's going to be the biggest hit for people.
Yeah, it is.
Because people don't know how to live a minimalistic life to say, if something happened and I need to keep this little bit of money that I got, switching from this lifestyle to this lifestyle.
Can we do it? Can we eat like birds?
Exactly. That's going to be
Let's start a garden.
I plan on starting a garden this year. Right? I don't know if you remember on my side, walking into the side door, that little area to the left. Me and she was talking about starting a garden. Garden.
Are you going to do one?
I'm going to put it at.
You got land that you ain't trying to claim.
Or you could do inside gardens. You can invest in, if you go on Amazon, they got like the inside garden kits with the UV lights and stuff.
And don't grow weed there.
I don't smoke.
You sniff?
What?
Like you were talking about that garden.
What?
I don't know. You just always got a lot of energy. What's the what again?
I don't smoke or sniff.
You sure do drink.
That's a for sure right on.
Why y'all always at my neck? Huh? What's wrong with y'all?
We love you.
Y'all be missing me when y'all see me, don't y'all?
Sometimes.
Just give me a yes.
We don't get invited to stuff. They just be the best friends, though. We need a sound on there just with the chirps.
Oh, yeah, we got that joint on here. You gonna hit the wrong button. Forever hitting the wrong button.
What's that one?
I don't know.
The wrong one.
But it's not the right one that you're supposed to be hitting. So, so now that we've got that established, when do we set a plan in motion?
I think we need to figure out who is going
What
to
should
be
it
in our
be?
camp.
Yeah, we need some team players. But what should be the beginning stages of the plan? Should we begin to build up our personal resources to bring? Like, oh, that's all.
Yeah, probably identifying the best network or the best people to actually form would be number one. Get the right pieces together, see who the right pieces are.
It's going to be our camp name.
You want me to name it?
Boats and Hoes.
Yeah,
Do we not like that?
No.
I love that,
my
actually.
favorite movies, actually. But no.
What's our camp name going to be?
Camp Chocolate City.
Fuck no. Next.
Why not?
You think that we're about to be like your little chocolate angels or something like that?
Maybe the ladies. Come with nicknames like Meat Lord. That's what the M is for.
Oh man.
What? What's our camp name?
I don't know what the name is going to be. That's really not that important, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
think
irrelevant.
it is.
It would pretty much be.
What's the Holes camp name?
Yeah.
What's the camp name on Holes? Camp Green Lake or something like that?
I don't know.
I'm tired.
Identifying the people that's in there, identifying locations.
You also have to identify like what actually do we bring to the
the roles.
collective.
Like what role would we serve? Yeah.
We need some team players, like anybody that's like. It'd be good to find them. I'm not even gonna say this. I was about to say something off the chain. We should put an ad out for anybody that's was a surrogate at some point. They'd be perfect, to help us reproduce.
Why did they have to be a surrogate? Why couldn't they just be?
Because they carry babies.
So did people that were not surrogates.
But you gotta it's a skill to not be attached to another human being growing in you.
If this kid is going to be with us, why would they not be able to get attached to it? It's not like we're giving the kid away.
It's not like we're gonna be able to birth the kids at the hospital.
Also, we need some doulas.
We need some doulas. We need some medical people.
Yes, we definitely need medical people.
Yeah. Disregard that last
Some
statement.
soldiers.
I was just joking. We're gonna need some entertainment
Yeah.
that keeps the soldiers going. So if we know any like past strippers back in the day, that keeps back in the day, that's the only entertainment the soldiers and stuff had when they came home to the brothels and stuff.
It is true.
How do you expect these men to go out every day, hunt, fish, and stuff? They need to come home to something. I'm just
not coming up with
around.
nothing.
I don't have nothing to say to this foolery.
I'm just joking.
Brothels, titties.
I didn't say that.
That's what I heard.
Who said
Surrogates.
I don't think you understand what a team player actually is. It's like, no, let's stop playing. Create resources within your own network.
Yeah.
I mean, within your own self, and then when that time come, man, be valuable to somebody's, at least somebody's network. Don't just come with nothing.
So that somebody actually call you and want you on
Exactly.
a team.
Don't be a liability when the stuff hit the fan.
Yeah. I think in even becoming more versed on or following people who are already well versed on things that we don't know is very beneficial as well. Are you about to follow them right now?
Yeah.
Who are you about to follow?
The people that are well versed.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
The well versed
Well,
people.
then, man, leave your phone down.
I think all jokes aside, I think everybody should look for. I had a conversation with a cousin of mine, and we was talking about, he sent me a list, or did he send it to me? He was supposed to send it to me. It's basically like a basic survival list of things that you should start kind of collecting now.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like handguns, kerosene heaters, loose cash. With the whole banking situation. Obviously, if you guys don't own a weapon, get your hands on something. I got my knife.
Please, if you can invest in something to either just to add to the knife.
My knife protects.
Y'all should see him pulling out his pocket knife.
I'm gonna do it one day on the podcast.
Like, it's insane.
Let me tell you something. It ain't failed me yet.
No one has tried you yet.
Because they know. You know what I called a knife? I wish it would.
Oh my God.
I went to a sketchy area the other day dropping some stuff off. I just had it out while I was walking like this. Everybody's backing up. I think they thought I was crazy.
Somebody probably called the police on you.
Yeah, I got pulled over that day. I was wondering why I got pulled. You might be right.
Somebody probably called the police on you.
I ain't playing. I wish a cat would. It's like, no, invest in a gun. A knife might be get up on you. You're going to be dead. He's just going to be stabbed.
Bow and arrows.
Can we go to the gun range?
Huh?
Sorry, sidetracked. Can we go to the gun range
Yeah. When you trying to go?
this week?
All right.
I'm serious.
Yeah, me too.
Great. I don't work my second job till Saturday.
All right. You down?
I'm down.
They have gun rentals.
They have what?
Why can't I use one of yours?
You're not using mine.
I guess I'm not down.
I'll let you use one of mine.
Thank you.
Yeah. You good to go. You stay have rounds?
Team players.
I said team
I can buy my own
gun
rounds.
rentals.
Oh, I thought you
I
said.
said rentals.
I can buy my own rounds. Why can't I shoot your gun?
I said rentals. Like you can rent one of their guns.
I know what a rental means.
Well, why did you keep saying rounds when I'm talking about a rental?
Because you got to buy different bullets at a range. You know that.
If you're buying bullets but you have nothing to put it in, why were you buying bullets?
Because I mean,
You should start with the gun first and then worry about the
I
rounds.
got two friends that got a lot of guns and stuff.
I don't have a lot of guns. You have one friend that has a lot of guns.
Well, he's just a resourceful man.
Yes, he is.
So I mean,
I don't have a lot of guns. I have a lot of friends.
I go in on the rounds. Is what I'm saying.
Are you lying?
I don't know these people.
These people.
I go in on the round, so I ain't got to write nothing of my own.
Whatever. Let's just go to the gun range this week.
Let's do it.
Yes.
You got bullets?
I'll get some.
They let me throw my knife in there. And next week we can go to a
Archery.
yeah,
Archie.
yeah, that's for me. I gotta get better with my stuff. Like,
Let's do
in
it.
case it can't run up on me, I gotta play around and then throw it at you.
Oh no.
What's
wrong with
you?
you?
Got me. You got me. And it's from the back, like the underhand.
Think you Walker, Texas Ranger?
Man, listen. In the world, you ever watch them zombie movies? A gun sometimes is too loud.
Silencers.
Yeah, but sometimes they attract the zombies and stuff. You got to be able to. Like that's why a crossbow is so valuable because all you hear.
Hey, yeah.
Let me tell you something. You see a nigga walking with a crossbow. He dangerous.
Yeah. Hey, that's true. I used to have one. I got rid of it. I need to get another one.
He dangerous.
Why did you used to have a crossbow?
My dad.
What were you shooting with that?
Hey, I can't trust black folk with crossbows because you ain't hunting.
Like, why did you have that?
'Cause you ain't hunting with them.
Hey, them things are lethal.
Yes, I see.
Listen.
I work at a pawn shop when these jokers is hunting season. They came in one time. Dude was showing us how it worked.
Man, listen.
Man, that thing shot off like a bullet for real.
Listen, you may want to get that over a gun. Honestly, them bad boys ain't no
And
joke.
they so sharp. They're really
Yeah.
they're made to like go through and stick.
Yeah, no joke.
But get resourceful.
Yeah,
Anything take away from this episode is get resourceful.
yeah. Become resourceful.
Make it fast and get knowledgeable. What's going on? Learn bricks. We ain't talking about them white things.
Off-white bricks. Off-white bricks. Like 10 bricks. Just
Maybe it might be a good idea to get into selling drugs.
50 more bricks.
Drugs ain't going nowhere.
I wouldn't say sell them, learn them.
Yeah.
How to make them? I was watching BMF last night. They called the dude. You guys watch that?
Yeah,
No.
Do you watch it?
Mhm.
What was his name? Pint? When they had the crazy whip game?
second season. Oh yeah.
I seen Big Lil Meech on when they put it on Breakfast with him talk about that prosthetic dick.
I haven't gotten to that episode yet.
I
I'm only on episode 6. I was just kind of like watching them back to back.
Yeah, I haven't started watching it.
It's a good show. I don't know how Lamar's still alive though.
Better than Snowfall?
Can't stand him. I can't stand Lamar.
Better than Snowfall?
Nah, I had to say no.
Snowfall kind of started slow for me.
It did. It started real slow, and then out of nowhere, it was just like
I slowed down on that one, first season.
Yeah, that was the first episode. I know exactly what
It
you're
was
talking
like-
about. I
it was
never
like the
went back
fourth.
after
It
that.
was like the fourth, but yeah.
I know which one you talking about.
Yeah, never went back. Couldn't. And everybody like, Snowfall's so good. How are you even able to get past the bathroom scene?
Yeah, he talking about he killing them.
Literally. Like, how are you able to get past that?
Why did he have to put that in there? That part was unnecessary.
I don't know.
Never went back.
Yeah, no.
You should go back.
I'm all right.
I heard
No, it ain't
people
no
rave
more of
about it.
I'm all right.
People rave about it. It says it's good, but it just started off kind of slow.
Yeah, it did.
I left off when the dude that was running the white dude that was running the government shipment,
Teddy.
he just called Franklin. That's where I left off.
So you're still in the first season?
I think it was going into the second season. I think Franklin, he was meeting up with the Mexicans or something, and they called him. It was just calling him.
Yeah.
That's all where I left off at.
Oh yeah, you got to go. You got to go back, Doc.
I heard Unc died.
Unc's off the chain.
I stopped watching because his friends were so stupid, man. The dude with the afro was tripping in the beginning.
Yeah.
Y'all kept causing this dude money. Unc was tripping. I'm like, man. But
Terrible network. That was an example of a terrible network.
well, if you ever watched the gangster movies and stuff like that, I feel like all of the networks fall from one stupid, dumb dude on the team.
Except for, you know what? I was watching this mob joint the other day. Them joke. A lot of how businesses ran today came from them jokers.
Oh yeah,
When they talk about organized crime and all that, that's really what a lot of business is. Big business. That's what it is, man. But them jokers, oh, they were airtight.
oh yeah.
They was off the chain in the 70s, 80s. Man, how they ran stuff. No drugs involved. Just straight with the union construction up in New York. It was killing the game. But yeah. So I mean, get your network together. Become extremely valuable. Make sure your resources are tight. You got anything?
Be a team player.
Yes.
Learn what that means. And then become a team player. Because ultimately, everyone's a team player.
No, they're not.
It's just like, what part are you playing on the team?
Not.
They are. Everyone has a part that they play.
What's your takeaway?
Be resourceful.
He said that already.
I said that before him.
Yeah, he did. I just reiterated it.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get the people up on game. Learn this financial game, especially with digital currency,
Bricks.
the Bitcoin. Bricks are
Both bricks.
the countries that make up. Anyways, Bitcoin. Learn all of these, the digital stuff that's going on, the AI. Y'all use that Chat GPT yet?
I use it on a daily basis.
Yeah, that Chat GPT.
What is that?
We have to show you after
Blow
this.
your mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I've been into that for a minute now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just kind of started hitting the fan, but it's been out there. I
yeah,
use it on a daily basis.
yeah. Better than Google.
No, it literally is.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm on that joint. I had an epiphany. So, ChatGPT, we'll talk about that after the episode.
Right.
That's my joint. It's almost like you can hire a personal assistant now.
Yeah, you really can. It's off the chain. You got anything else, Sile? Any events that we need to know about?
Why are you asking me?
Because you do a lot of stuff, Si. We look up, we don't be knowing. We be feeling left
Just
out.
be trapped in the house.
We feeling left out.
Please don't let thing 1 or thing 2 fool you guys. No, you're not trapped in the house. And freaking please. Please.
Please what? We do feel left out.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Left out of what?
The
I
fun.
would like to go bowling. I'm a
Yeah.
bowler.
Let's go bowling.
Name a time and a place.
Tonight after the podcast.
Can't do it tonight.
Why?
I've been up kind of late.
So?
Get some sleep. We need to bed early.
So have we all.
I don't bowl everywhere.
Get
If you're a professional bowler, you will understand that the
we got 3 bowling alleys here. Where you want to bowl at?
Which 3 are you talking about?
Boardman, Camelot, or West Side Bowl? Which one you want to bowl at?
Well, that lets me know she's not a real bowler because there's more out there.
Well, that's all I know. Where you want to bowl at?
Well, if you're a bowler, you'll know Camelot's just a fun lane.
I have a fun time there. So which one do you want to bowl at?
I prefer a bowling alley near a fellow podcaster here named Holiday Bowl. That's
Great,
fun.
let's go.
You know, if you're a true bowler,
I'm not a true bowler. I go to have fun. So
if you're a true bowler, you understand those bowling alleys close at a certain time. Ain't nobody in there getting drunk past 10, 11 o'clock.
Who said anything about getting drunk? She want to get drunk.
I know how you get down.
What?
The last time we went bowling, you convinced me to go get a blue Long Island.
Because we said, let's go drunk bowling. What?
She did. She did. I forgot about that. Take us out of here, Dre.
Hey, play the moments, positive memories, stop the pain, keep the happiness on repeat. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Whoa, wait. Before you cut it off, we just want to take the time to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Blended Views Unfiltered. We want to thank all of our faithful listeners and all of you who have not tuned in faithfully, but you're just now tuning in to all of our nonsense. My man Nick got a message for y'all.
Always remember, if you guys ever wanted to write into the podcast to just tell us about your relationship, ask us any questions, get our advice on everything. This is Blended Views, so we could give you a view that you might not see in your day-to-day relationship. Always remember, write us in at info@blendedviewsunfiltered.com. That is info@blendedviewsunfiltered.com. I would spell it. I don't know how to spell all of those words. So let's just keep it at info@blendedviewsunfiltered.com.
And he's not lying. Y'all know he struggles with that. So after y'all get done with all of that boring stuff and you want to just write in and tell me how delicious I look, make sure that you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And don't forget, we are streaming on all streaming platforms. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts at. Make sure you tune in, subscribe to every single channel as we release content every single week. Until next time, play the moments, positive memories, stop the pain, and keep the happiness on repeat.
Peace.
Bye.